Thank you so much. Well, this weekend we will spring forward, but losing an hour doesn't mean we should lose out on breakfast. So joining me now is Dr. ChiChi Madu, here to talk all about what breakfast we should have to keep us healthy and why the time of the meal is so important. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Marissa. Thanks for having me.
Okay, now I started with a banana and a protein bar this morning. Am I all good?
Yeah, you're on a good start. That's
I have to have breakfast in order. I cannot function on this shift. But let's begin first by talking about why breakfast is so essential.
Well, the reason why breakfast is important, it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of your day, because unfortunately a lot of the common breakfast foods are really high in sugar and a lot of high in fat, and it can kind of sap your energy, and it just kind of leads to chain reaction for bad eating habits for the rest of the day.
Yeah, because you have to keep eating to make up for the energy loss, and next thing you know, you've had too much. You brought some foods that we should have, as well as those that we should probably avoid. So let's begin with the pros here on the countertop.
All right, so I think a nice, easy breakfast that is healthy and gives you a lot of energy and fills you up is something like a yogurt parfait.
Oh, perfect. Wait, do I get to make one?
We do, yeah.
Okay, so talk us through here.
So right here we have some low-fat yogurt, and yogurt is high in protein and other nutrients like calcium and vitamin D. So it's really a good base for your breakfast, and then you can add a lot of different things to kind of soup it up a little bit.
Here, you have the strawberries,
some granola and chia seeds.
Now talk about the chia seeds. I mean, it's really having a moment in terms of filling you up, and then it's also very nutritious.
Yeah, and so the chia seeds, it has a lot of fiber, and it has protein in it too. And, in general, with all types of foods, the things you want to find foods that kind of fill you up, give you like highly efficient calories, not the empty calories that you get in a lot of highly sugary foods. And so chia seeds kind of fall into that category.
I see you brought some avocado toast as well.
Yeah.
Why is that a good option?
Avocado toast is another good option because, like I was saying before, avocado is high in protein. It's got good fat content too, and then here you have some whole wheat toast too. So that's another, a little minor tweak you can make to your breakfast. Instead of using white bread, you can use whole wheat toast, and it just kind of keeps you on all your foods being healthy that way.
I think a lot of times too, Dr. Madu, is that some people are so busy in the morning, like they want to do what you've laid out here, but they run out of time and they just grab something that's quick, easy, often too sugary. How can we organize our day so that we can perhaps maybe meal prep or get this in enough time to stay healthy?
Yeah, I understand that. I myself don't give myself enough time in the morning a lot of times, and so meal and prepping, plan it out the night before what you're going to do. Sometimes you can cut up to some of the fruits early. You can put all this stuff in the fridge. It'll be good the next day if you have it prepared already. And even parfaits, another option you could do is you can make like a smoothie. You just toss it in a blender or like a magic bullet type of thing. Put the yogurt and all the fruits in it, and there you go. You have your breakfast, and you can eat it on the go. You don't have to sit it.
Bottle it up, and it's great. Now, over here, I'm assuming I see donuts. This is not the category you want to be in, at least not every day for breakfast.
Exactly. And so, I'll have to admit, like, these foods, they taste great, but it's just, it can't be part of your routine. You want to have it be a once-in-a-while thing, something more of like a treat for yourself. But the highly sugary foods, like, processed cereals, like the Lucky Charms we have here.
That's my favorite cereal of all time. I always talk about Lucky Charms and Captain Crunch. I know they're not the healthiest, but they definitely, they taste good, Doctor.
I mean, they're marshmallows and stuff.
Magically delicious, I'm just saying.
But
and then you have the bacon. That too?
Bacon, it's very fatty. And so, sometimes you can kind of do a replacement. Something like turkey bacon is a little bit more lean and a little less fat content, so that could be a replacement if you really want bacon. And then donuts, just very high in sugar, high in carbohydrates. And so these are the type of foods, like, it's very hard to tell someone never eat these ever again.
Right.
But you just want to not have it be a daily routine. You want it to just be a once-in-a-while type of thing.
I know we all have different schedules when it comes to work and school. What would you say is that sweet spot in terms of when you want to eat your breakfast to get the best out of it?
I think ideally earlier. Like, if you can, like before 8 a.m. And the reason why is I think because it makes most of your meals earlier, and then it leads to an early dinner. And I think there's a lot of benefit in eating dinner earlier and not right before bed. And so you want to eat when you're more active in the day. It helps actually you burn the calories more than if you eat a big dinner at the end of the day and go to bed right afterwards. You know, you're not going to metabolize it well, and it can cause issues that way.
You know, we've been talking a lot lately about intermittent fasting, and I'm curious to know if you're going to take out a meal within that non-eating window, you don't want breakfast to be a part of that, or does it matter?
Not necessarily. Maybe you want to. If you're going to intermittent fast, I think the easiest way to do it is to eat your meals earlier in the day and then have your fast later. Because I think a lot of times people do the opposite. They'll not eat anything till like 12, 1 p.m. and then eat a lot for the next few hours and then they go to sleep. But if you could eat earlier in the day and then fast towards the later in the day, I think that might work better.
Okay, well, Dr. ChiChi Madu, thank you so much. You brought so much food
I know,
for this segment. I think I have enough to feed all of my coworkers, including those off air. Thank you so much for joining us with your expertise and advice and helping us to be healthy, especially at the beginning of our days. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, I'm going to get this avocado toast. In the meantime, Nakia, do you want anything?